Yo, what's good? I'm Liv, and this is the wildest story of my life. How my BFF stole my dream life, my boyfriend, and my dance crew while I was stuck in a coma. But trust me, I'm not going down without a fight. This is my comeback, and it's full of drama, betrayals, and some serious dance floor heat. If you're here for the tea, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and share this with your squad. Let's dive in. The spotlight burned my skin as I stood backstage, heart pounding like a bass drop at a rave. My dance partner and boyfriend, Ethan, gripped my hand, his palms sweaty. "Liv, you sure we're ready?" he whispered, eyes darting like he'd rather be anywhere else. I tossed my ponytail, smirking. "Babe, I'm Olivia freaking Morgan." I was born to slay this stage. The crowd's roar hit us like a tidal wave as we launched into our routine at the LA Dance Showcase. Moves so sharp they could cut glass. I'm Liv, 17, the undisputed queen of our high school's dance crew in Santa Monica. My life was a flex. Ethan, the hottest guy in school, by my side, a Juilliard audition tape going viral, and my best friend Mia hyping me up like no one else. We nailed our final lift, Ethan spinning me under the neon lights, and the crowd lost it, screaming my name. I was untouchable until the night everything shattered. Mia, my ride or die since middle school, insisted on throwing a rager at her dad's Malibu mansion to celebrate. "Liv, you're basically Juilliard bound," she squealed, her insta-perfect smile glinting in the sunset. "One night of chaos won't ruin your vibe." Ethan was already hyped, shotgunning a Red Bull with the football team by the infinity pool. I rolled my eyes, but caved. A Malibu rager? I'd be crazy to say no. The party was next level. DJ blasting Charlie XCX, fairy lights twinkling, and TikTokers filming every second. I strutted toward the pool deck in my silver heels, feeling like a main character. Then it happened. My heel caught on a slick patch, spilled vodka, maybe, and the world flipped. My head slammed into the marble tiles with a sickening crack. Pain exploded. Then nothing. Blackness swallowed me. I woke to blinding lights and a headache that felt like a jackhammer. Beeping monitors drilled into my skull, and a nurse's face hovered over me, wide-eyed. "Olivia, you're awake!" she gasped, scrambling for the doctor. He rushed in, checking charts, his voice grim. "You've been in a coma for 2 years. Liv. It's May 2025. Your recovery's a miracle, but your body's fragile. Dancing. It's off the table for now. 2 years? My brain short-circuited, like a phone stuck on 1% battery. I was 17 when I fell. Now I'm 19. My dance career, my friends, my life, erased, my parents, stuck in New York for a conference, sobbed over FaceTime. "We're chartering a jet. Honey, don't see anyone till we're there, okay? Love you." I nodded, but my chest was caving in. I needed Ethan. Against the nurse's protests, I convinced my driver to take me to his place, still in my hospital gown under a borrowed hoodie. The Santa Monica streets blurred past, each palm tree mocking my panic. When Ethan opened his door, he froze, face pale as if I were a ghost. "Liv? Oh my God. Is it really you?" His voice cracked, but his eyes flickered with something. Guilt? I forced a grin, lungs tight. Surprise, babe. Miss me? I lunged for a hug, craving his warmth, but he stiffened. Before I could process it, a familiar laugh cut through the air. Mia stepped out from behind him, her hair sleek, wearing a cropped Juilliard sweatshirt like a trophy. "Liv, you're alive!" she squealed, but her smile didn't reach her eyes. My stomach twisted. "Yeah, 2 years of beauty sleep," I joked, voice shaky. "So, what did I miss?" Mia's lips curled, sharp as a blade. "Well, Ethan and I are together now. Oh, and we run the dance crew. And, get this, we both got into Juilliard." Her words hit like a sucker punch. Ethan stared at the floor, silent. "Together?" I choked out, my vision blurring. "You guys thought I'd never wake up, so you just replaced me?" Mia shrugged, fake pity dripping. "It's been 2 years. Liv, We moved on. You get it, right? Ethan mumbled. Liv, I'm sorry. But it was hollow. My heart shattered, sharper than the tile that cracked my skull. I forced a nod, throat burning. Cool. Congrats, I guess. I stumbled back to the car, tears spilling before the door shut. Mia, my sister from another mister, stole my boyfriend, my crew, my dream, and Ethan let her at home. I collapsed on my bed, scrolling Insta like a masochist. Their feeds were a knife to the gut, Ethan and Mia winning nationals, their Juilliard acceptance posts, couple selfies with captions like #PowerCoupleVibes. My life was theirs now, plastered online for 50K followers to worship. I wanted to scream, to burn it all down. Then my phone pinged, a DM from an anonymous account. Welcome back, Liv. You don't belong here anymore. Stay gone. My blood ran cold. Who knew I was awake? Mia? Ethan? Someone else? I refreshed the app, and another message popped up. Check your driveway. Heart racing, I ran to my window. Under the streetlight, a black envelope sat on the pavement. My name scrawled in red ink. I bolted downstairs, barefoot, and grabbed it. My hands shaking. Inside was a single photo. Me. Unconscious at the party, sprawled on the pool deck, blood pooling under my head. Scrawled on the back in the same red ink, "You should have stayed asleep." My knees buckled. Someone had been there that night, watching me fall. And now they were back, taunting me. I locked every door, my mind racing. Was this a sick prank or something darker? As I clutched the photo, my phone buzzed again, this time. A DM from a different account. You still got moves, Liv. Meet me at the old Dance Haven studio, midnight. Come alone. Jay! My gut screamed trap, but my fire wasn't dead yet. Whoever Jay was, they knew my past, and maybe, just maybe, they held the key to taking it back. I couldn't sleep. That mysterious DM from Jay looping in my head like a viral TikTok sound. Who was this rando? And why did they care about my comeback? By morning, curiosity won. I threw on my favorite black leggings, a neon pink crop top, and my beat-up sneakers, the ones I used to wear when I ruled the dance studio. The old studio was a 15-minute drive from my house in Santa Monica, tucked behind a strip mall with a sketchy vape shop. When I pulled up, the place looked like it hadn't changed. Graffiti-covered walls, a busted neon sign flickering, Dance Haven. My stomach twisted. This was my kingdom once. Now it felt like a graveyard. Inside, the air smelled like sweat and nostalgia. The mirrors were smudged, the floor scuffed from years of kicks and spins. Nobody was there, or so I thought. Then I heard it, a low bass beat, thumping from the back room. My heart raced. I crept toward the sound. And there he was, a guy in a gray hoodie, moving like gravity didn't exist. His hip-hop routine was raw, explosive, every pop and lock hitting the beat like a sniper. When the music stopped, he turned, catching me staring. "Liv, right?" he said, wiping sweat off his brow. His voice was smooth, with a slight New York edge. "I'm Jace. Glad you showed." I crossed my arms, trying to play it cool. "Okay, Jace, what's the deal? How do you know me?" He grinned, tossing his hoodie onto a bench, revealing a sleeveless tee and arms that screamed gym rat. "I followed your crew back in the day. You were a legend. When I heard you woke up, I figured you'd want a shot to take back what's yours." My jaw tightened. "What's mine is gone. Mia and Ethan have it all now." Jace laughed, sharp and fearless. "Nah, they're just borrowing it. You're Liv. You don't quit." Before I could argue that, he cranked the music and tossed me a challenge. "Show me what you got. One freestyle, right now." My body screamed, "No." 2 years in a coma left my muscles rusty, but my pride said yes. I stepped onto the floor, the beat pulsing through me. My moves were shaky at first, but muscle memory kicked in. I spun, dropped, and hit a clean wave. Feeling alive for the first time in forever, Jace clapped, eyes wide. Yo, you still got it! But just as I caught my breath, the studio door slammed open. Mia stormed in, Ethan trailing behind, both in matching Juilliard hoodies like some preppy power couple. Liv, what are you doing here? Mia snapped, her voice dripping with shade. Ethan looked guilty, avoiding my eyes. I froze, but Jace stepped up, smirking. She's training. Got a problem? Mia's eyes narrowed. This is our studio now. You can't just waltz in like you own it. I laughed, bitter. Funny. I was gonna say the same to you about my life. The air crackled with tension. Ethan finally spoke, his voice low. Liv, we didn't mean to hurt you. But you can't dance like before. The doctor said, Screw the doctor, I shouted, my voice echoing. I'm not done. Mia rolled her eyes. You're delusional. You'll never keep up with us, Jace cut in, his tone icy. Wanna bet? Liv's joining my crew. We're hitting the West Coast dance battle next month. You in, or you scared? Mia's face twisted, but she smirked. Fine, we'll bury you both. They stormed out, and I turned to Jace, my head spinning. Your crew? I don't even know you, he shrugged, tossing me a water bottle. You do now. I'm a senior at Venice High, run a street dance crew. We're good, but with you, we could be unstoppable. You down? My brain screamed this was crazy, but my heart was all in. Okay, I'm down, but if I'm doing this, I need to know you're not some creep. Jace laughed, pulling out his phone to show me his Insta, clips of his crew killing it at local battles, him teaching kids at a community center. See, I'm legit. Now let's get to work. We trained for hours, my body aching, but my fire reigniting. By the time I got home, I was buzzing. But when I checked my phone, my heart sank. A new Insta story from Mia, her and Ethan practicing a killer routine, captioned, Ready to crush the haters, #Juilliard bound. Then, another DM from an anonymous account. Back off, Liv. You don't want this fight. My blood ran cold. Was this Mia, Ethan, or someone else? Whoever it was, they were watching me. That anonymous DM haunted me all night, like a creepy notification you can't swipe away. Back off, Liv. You don't want this fight. Was it Mia trying to psych me out? Ethan feeling guilty? Or some rando trolling me? I wanted to ignore it, but my gut screamed trouble. The next morning, I dragged myself to Bruin Beats, a trendy coffee shop near Venice Beach where I used to study. The place was all fairy lights, avocado toast, and lo-fi playlists, my vibe. I ordered a matcha latte and tried to focus on my AP English notes. But my brain kept replaying Mia's smug face and that Insta story of her and Ethan slaying their routine. Then, the door chimed, and in walked Jace. His gray hoodie swapped for a bright yellow tee that screamed confidence. He spotted me, grinned, and plopped down at my table without asking. Yo, Liv, you look like you're plotting world domination. What's up? I rolled my eyes, but couldn't help smiling. Just trying to survive senior year and not think about my ex stealing my life. Jace leaned back, sipping an iced coffee. Forget Ethan. He's basic. You're a whole vibe, and we're gonna crush that dance battle. His energy was infectious, but before I could reply, he pulled out his phone and played a loud hip-hop track through his portable speaker. Heads turned, and I cringed. Jace, turn that off! This place is all chill vibes. He winked, cranking it louder. Chill is boring. Let's wake him up. I was about to snatch his speaker when the door chimed again. My stomach dropped. Mia and Ethan strolled in, arm in arm, looking like they'd stepped out of a Zara ad. Mia's eyes locked on me, and her smile turned venomous. Well, look who's here, she said, sauntering over. Training with your new friend? She eyed Jace like he was gum on her shoe. Ethan shifted uncomfortably, muttering, Hey, Liv. I forced a grin. Just chilling. Mia, living my best life. Jace jumped in, smirking. Nah, we're plotting how to smoke you at the dance battle. You ready to lose? Mia laughed, sharp and fake. Lose? To you and her? Liv can barely walk, let alone dance. My blood boiled, but before I could snap, Jace stood, towering over the table. Keep talking, princess. We'll see who's laughing when Liv's crew takes the crown. The air crackled, and a few customers glanced over. Sensing drama, Ethan tried to play peacemaker. Guys, chill. Liv, maybe you should take it easy. The battle's intense, and… Oh, now you care? I cut him off, my voice shaking. You didn't care when you ditched me for her, Mia smirked, tossing her hair. Get over it. Liv. Ethan upgraded. And honestly, you're embarrassing yourself. That was it. I stood, knocking over my matcha, the green liquid splashing across the table. Embarrassing? You stole my boyfriend, my crew, my dream. You're the one who should be embarrassed. The cafe went silent, all eyes on us. Mia's face twisted, and she stepped closer, her voice low. You want to play dirty? Fine. You'll regret this. She grabbed Ethan's arm and stormed out, but not before I saw a flicker of doubt in his eyes. I sank back into my chair, my hands shaking. Jace whistled. Dang, Liv, you went full savage. Respect. I laughed, but it was hollow. I don't even know why I care. They're not worth it. Jace leaned in, his tone serious for once. You care 'cause you're a fighter, but you gotta fight for you, not them. His words hit hard, and for a second, I saw something in his eyes, something real. We spent the next hour talking, and I learned Jace wasn't just a cocky dancer. He'd moved to LA from Brooklyn after his mom got sick, working part-time at a sneaker store to help with bills. Dancing was his escape, just like it was mine. As we left the cafe, my phone buzzed. Another anonymous DM. You were warned. Watch your back. My heart raced. I showed Jace, and his jaw tightened. Someone's scared of you. Liv, that's a good sign. But as we headed to the studio for practice, I noticed a black SUV parked across the street, its tinted windows hiding whoever was inside. It followed us for 2 blocks before peeling off. Jace played it cool, but I could tell he was rattled. At the studio, we threw ourselves into training. Our crew, a mix of Venice High kids with serious moves, pushing me to keep up. My body ached, but I felt stronger every day. Then, as we wrapped up, the studio's power cut out, plunging us into darkness. A crash echoed from the back room, and Jace grabbed my arm. Stay close, he whispered. We crept toward the sound, my heart pounding. In the dim light of my phone, I saw it. The mirrors were shattered, and spray-painted across the wall in red was one word: quit. The word quit glared at us in angry red paint, the shattered mirrors reflecting our shocked faces like a horror movie. My heart pounded as Jace scanned the dark studio, his hand still gripping my arm. Someone's messing with us, he growled, pulling me toward the exit. The crew was freaking out, whispering about ghosts or gangs, but I knew this wasn't random. That anonymous DM, the black SUV, someone wanted me out of the game. We reported the vandalism to the studio owner, a chill old surfer dude named Tony, who promised to check the security cams. Stay safe, Liv, he said, his usual laid-back vibe replaced with worry. Jace drove me home in his beat-up Jeep, the silence heavy. You okay? He finally asked, glancing over. I forced a laugh. Peachy. Just another day of my life imploding. He smirked but didn't push. When I got to my room, I collapsed, my phone buzzing with a new DM. Last chance. Drop the battle, or it gets worse. My hands shook as I blocked the account, but I couldn't shake the feeling I was being watched. The next day, I threw myself into training at a new spot, a community center in Venice with a gritty vibe and a killer sound system. Jace's crew welcomed me like family. Their energy hyping me up, my moves were sharper, my confidence creeping back. But every creak of the building made me jump. Jace noticed, pulling me aside. "You're spooked. Liv, talk to me." I sighed, spilling about the DMs and the SUV. His eyes darkened. "We're not backing down. Whoever's doing this is scared of you shining." His words lit a fire in me, and when he challenged me to a friendly one-on-one, I went all in. Our freestyle battle had the crew screaming, my spins matching his pops, our chemistry electric. For a moment, I forgot the drama. Then my phone lit up with a text from Ethan. "Meet me at the pier. Alone. I need to talk." My stomach twisted against my better judgment. I went to Santa Monica Pier that evening, the Ferris wheel glowing against the sunset. Ethan was waiting by the arcade. His Juilliard hoodie swapped for a plain tee, looking like the boy I used to love. "Liv, I'm sorry," he started, voice low. "I messed up, okay? I never meant to hurt you." I crossed my arms, heart racing. "You ditched me while I was in a coma. Ethan, that's not a mess up. That's betrayal." He winced, stepping closer. "I was lost without you. Mia pushed me to move on, said it's what you'd want, but seeing you now, I miss us." His words hit like a punch, but before I could respond, he leaned in, lips inches from mine. I froze. Memories flooding back, our old dance routines, late night in-and-out runs. Then I heard a camera click. I spun around, spotting a guy with a phone, snapping pics before darting into the crowd. "Ethan, what the hell?" I snapped, shoving him back. His face paled. "I didn't live, I swear, but I was done." I stormed off, my heart a mess. The next morning, I woke to chaos. The pics were all over Insta. Captioned, "Liv and Ethan, reunion goals, #dance drama." Comments were brutal, calling me a homewrecker, saying I was desperate. Mia's story showed her crying. Captioned, "Betrayed by my BFF." My blood boiled. She was playing the victim? At practice, Jace saw my face and knew something was up. I showed him the posts, and he cursed. "This is a setup. They're trying to tank your rep before the battle." The crew rallied around me, but the hate online grew, with fake accounts piling on. I wanted to hide, but Jace grabbed my shoulders. "You're Liv, queen of this game. Don't let them dim your light." His belief in me sparked something fierce. That night, my parents threw a huge party at our house to celebrate my recovery, inviting half of LA's elite. I wasn't feeling it, but Jace insisted on coming, promising to be my hype man. I got him a tailored blazer and slim jeans, and when he stepped out of his Jeep, he looked like a TikTok heartthrob. "Dang, Liv, you trying to make me go viral?" he teased, making me laugh for the first time in days. At the party, I played the perfect daughter, smiling for selfies, but then Ethan and Mia crashed the scene. Mia, in a glittery mini dress, made a show of hugging me, whispering, "Everyone knows you're a snake." I clenched my fists, ready to snap, but Jace stepped in, charming the crowd with a killer dance to a remix of Levitating. Guests cheered, but Mia's glare could have burned holes. Then, Ethan pulled me aside, his face desperate. "Liv, I'm done with Mia. I want you back. We can run the crew again. Go to Juilliard together." My heart raced, but his words felt hollow. Before I could answer, the lights flickered, and a projector lit up the wall. A video played, Mia and Ethan talking trash about me in a private rehearsal, calling me washed up and pathetic. The crowd gasped, and Mia's face went white. I stared at Jace, who grinned. told you we'd flip the script. My jaw dropped. You did this? He winked. Let's just say I know a guy who hacks for fun. As Mia stormed out, humiliated. I realized the video wasn't just revenge. It was proof. They'd been sabotaging me all along, including the studio vandalism. My head spun. Had Ethan been playing me this whole time? The video exposing Mia and Ethan's trash talking blew up the party like a TikTok trend gone viral. Guests whispered, phones lit up with recordings. And Mia's humiliated exit was the cherry on top, but my head was spinning. Ethan's desperate plea to get back together. The sabotage studio, those creepy DMs, had it all been a game? Jace pulled me outside, his eyes steady. Liv, you good? We're so close to the West Coast dance battle. Don't let them mess with your head. I nodded, but doubt gnawed at me. Could I really do this? The next few days were a blur of intense training at the community center. My body screamed, but I pushed through. Jace and the crew hyping me up. My solo routine, a mix of contemporary and hip-hop, was fire. Every move a middle finger to everyone who doubted me. But the anonymous DMs didn't stop. The night before the battle, I got another. You'll crash and burn tomorrow. Stay home. I showed Jace, and he clenched his jaw. They're scared. Liv. That's why they're pulling this. He stayed late, helping me perfect my spins, his hands steadying me when I wobbled. For a second, our eyes locked, and my heart did a weird flip. Thanks, Jace, I mumbled. He grinned. Anytime, Queen. The battle was at a massive warehouse in downtown LA, neon lights pulsing, the crowd hyped like a Coachella set. My crew was up against 10 others, including Mia and Ethan's Juilliard-bound squad. Backstage, I peeked at their routine, flawless, sharp, their chemistry undeniable. My stomach twisted. Then I saw Ethan, alone, parroted, heading my way. Liv, I need to tell you something, he said, voice urgent. Mia's behind the DMs. She paid some guy to scare you, trash the studio. I didn't know at first, I swear. My jaw dropped. You expect me to believe you now? Before he could answer, Mia appeared, smirking. Aw, Ethan, spilling secrets? Liv, you're done. This stage is ours. Rage surged through me, but Jace grabbed my arm. Save it for the dance floor. Liv. Our crew went first, and we killed it. Our group routine earning screams from the crowd. Then it was my solo. The lights dimmed, the beat dropped, and I poured everything into it. My pain, my comeback, my fire. Halfway through, the music glitched, cutting out completely. The crowd gasped, but I kept moving, my body flowing to a rhythm only I could hear. The silence was deafening, but then Jace jumped on stage, beatboxing a sick rhythm. The crowd roared, and I rode the energy, nailing every move. When I hit my final pose, the warehouse erupted. The judges gave us a standing ovation, and I felt unstoppable. Mia and Ethan's routine was next, but halfway through, Ethan froze, his eyes locked on me. Mia hissed something, but he walked off, leaving her flailing. The crowd booed, and her face crumpled. Backstage, she lunged at me, screaming, "You ruined everything!" Security pulled her away, but I didn't care. I'd won. Not the battle, we took second, but something bigger. Ethan found me later, head down. I'm sorry, Liv, for everything. I'm leaving the crew. I nodded, feeling lighter. Good luck, Ethan. He walked away, and I knew it was over for good. Jace ran up, lifting me in a hug. You were unreal out there. I laughed, my heart full. Couldn't have done it without you. He set me down, his grin softening. So, Queen, what's next? I smirked, feeling like Liv again. Catch me if you can. I took off running through the crowd, Jace chasing me, both of us laughing like kids. As we stopped to catch our breath, he grabbed my hand, and I didn't pull away. The battle taught me I didn't need Mia, Ethan, or anyone to shine. I was enough, always had been. Wow, thanks for sticking with me through this wild ride. This journey taught me that no one can steal your shine unless you let them. You're enough, just as you are. If this story hit you in the feels, drop a comment, hit that like, and subscribe for more tea. Catch you in the next one. Stay fierce.